Hello and welcome to Junior Achievement. My name is Janice, and on behalf of JA, thank you for committing your time to teach students about work readiness, entrepreneurship, and financial literacy. Today we're going to take a look at JA Personal Finance. In this manual, the Guide for Volunteers and Teachers, you'll find some helpful information as you prepare for each of your sessions. Program overview, preparing for sessions, and the master list of materials that you'll need as you prepare for each of the 5 visits to the classroom. Let's go ahead and take a look at lesson number 1, Plan to Earn. The items that you'll need for this session include the table tents, the personal finance checkoff lists, and the timeline. On the first visit to the classroom, it is so very important to share with the students a little bit about yourself. Take time to share about your background, maybe your educational path and your career path, and what you're doing present day and how you got there. Be sure to share with the students why you're volunteering for JA. Leading into today's activity, you'll be having a discussion with the students about planning for the future. So give them these 2 questions. If you were building a cell phone, would you just start building it without a plan? Or how about a house? Would you just go out and buy some lumber and start pounding nails into it in hopes that you would build your dream house? Of course not. The same is true for your financial future. It takes thought, it takes planning, and it takes execution. Today's activity is going to allow the students the opportunity to think about their financial futures and how they're going to get to where they want to be. Before we get into our activity for today, I encourage you to explore our website where we have some great resources available to you. Also, as you're going through this activity with the students, it is okay for students to realize that college is not for everyone. However, usually some form of post-training after high school is needed. Okay, let's take a look at today's activity. You'll be distributing to each student a personal finance checklist and also the timeline. Have the students start with this checklist first. Have them read through each of the 5 areas, which include earning money, getting married, having children, renting or buying a home, and everything else. In this activity, they have information or facts to consider. They will work their way through the timeline choices, so just have them circle the most applicable to them. Now again, will they know what the future holds for them, or do they have to make all these choices today? No, but when the time comes that they do have to make an important decision, this activity will help them feel more comfortable. As they work through each of those 5 areas that we have discussed, they will then take their choices and apply them to the timeline. As a helpful hint, on our website we have a sample timeline that I encourage you to take a look at. The key piece is that each of these choices that they've made, they'll be putting in a hash mark and writing in their choice. Ultimately, we want them to see an overview of how the future they desire to have, how it can come into play, but being prepared and planning so they can achieve that outcome. Remember to leave a few minutes for the summary and review, and remind the students when you'll be back next. Good luck with activity number 1, and we'll see you soon.